everybody, Brhysh here. Welcome back to the CodexMC server, guys. I'm back in the tree here. I'm just collecting a few things. I made myself a new pick. And we're heading back on into the nether. I'm going to have to stop off at Pie's shop because I need food, and that's the only way I'm going to get it because I derped up. I haven't planted my stuff yet, and I need to. So we're going to go over to Pie's shop, quickly spawn, see what's going on there, and we're going to buy ourselves some food. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk about what I'm planning on doing in the nether, just to give you guys a better idea. Hopefully regain some of these hearts. It's, by the way, guys, there's some crazy weather going on where I live, so if there's a weird jump cut, it's probably because the power has gone out, and I'm editing all of that out. I apologize. I should be able to control the weather as a human being, as the top species on the planet. But I can't, unfortunately. So let's go on over to spawn. So you can see the circle we built in the last episode. I'm going to add the dome in eventually, not right now, because I got to take away half a mountain. I'll probably do that off camera. And I'm adding a circle here. So what I wanted to do is, I'm going to, obviously we don't have enough room to spread out. So what I'm doing is this tunnel will lead into a bigger circle, which will extend throughout the mountain into that, and it'll look nice, and it'll look like it flows. And I got this plan. You'll have to see it. This black adder stuff. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. The jerk adder. So I got a couple things to talk about. Obviously, there's things going on in the world right now, and it's nutty at the current time with the whole Ukraine and the Russia stuff. But something interesting I read or happened not too long ago, maybe a couple days ago. Hold on, let me just figure out the 3 iron, 64 potato. Done. Where's your potato? 1, 2, 3. For baked potato. Stack of baked potato. I will throw this on the ground for now, Pie. I'll pick that up. Don't worry. This is a payment chest. Boom. You got 3. It's beautiful. That's all I'm going to need. So what happened is, because of all of the crazy economical sanctions being imposed by, the NATO nations, the West, onto Russia, Russia has now said they were no longer, by I think it's 2015, 2017? Maybe it was 2015. They're not going to be flying astronauts to the International Space Station, so the U.S. can basically go and put it where the sun don't shine. In my terms. So that's pretty freaking crazy, guys. So not only are they doing something which they ultimately shouldn't be, they're also going to be slowing down the progress of our people, our species, and they're gonna stop space flights to the ISS, which is great. You know what? Nothing like not only screwing over an independent country, but how about you screw humanity as a whole? There's space should be this thing that borders don't control, that nobody controls. We just go there to better ourselves, to grow ourselves, and to advance ourselves. That is it. None of this stupid Star Wars. None of this, I own the moon, you own this. No, don't. It's got to stop. We got to stop being like that. If we keep this stupid fighting over... You know what? And this is what's even crazier. Ultimately, it's for resources down here on the planet, the fighting. All the oil and all the resources that Ukraine has, and Crimea and all that fun jazz. Guess what? No, they're limited resources. So even if you get to use them, they're only there for what? Maybe a century? Maybe the next 50 years? Yeah, guess what? And then you start depleting those, and then what happens? You start, invading northern countries because you share borders with them. It's stupid. It's dumb. I think it's also about supply lines and stuff like that, but it's really stupid at this point. Like, to stop the progress of spaceflight or our space programs because you can't understand international law is It's kind of stupid. It's dumb. I'm sorry. If there's any Russians, like diehard Russians, that disagree with me, please let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna say the general public doesn't care. Let's just say that. But let's say, you know, the scientific community, they're affected by this. Lots of people, not just Americans, not just Canadians, not just Europeans. Everybody in the whole scientific community is affected by this, and it sucks. It sucks. Oh, I didn't catch fire. That was weird, right? 'Cause we're trying to advance humanity. We're trying to come up with things. You know, there are people in the world who say, you know, why are we going to space when there's starving kids in the world, or starving people and we can't even feed them, blah, 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 blah. You know what? It's not only to go to space, and it's not only to do, you know, float around in nothingness. They do really, really good experiments that they can't do here on Earth because of gravity, because of all of that stuff. Sorry. I apologize. I just coughed there. But there's a lot of stuff that happens in space and has been developed because of space. Like the space flight, space program. And I just think that that should be one thing that's off limit by all governments to screw around with. It just irks me. It irks me, guys. I'm gonna break this. It really does. I get it. I get it. They're trying to flex muscle, and you know they don't feel like they should have to bend the will to the West, and I get that. You know, no one should. No country should have more power over the other, but you're denying valuable research that ultimately has to happen. Like, we can't do it here for reasons out of our control. So, it got me upset when I read that. I was in bed, getting ready to go to bed because of work and stuff like that. And then I read this and I was like, oh, I have to read this whole article and this whole stupid press release because now I'm mad. It got me so frustrated. And I know a lot of people are like, space, whatever. But that's ultimately, guys, that's the end goal now. I mean, we've pretty much, other than the oceans, we've pretty much explored the mass majority of land here, right? And have raped and pillaged this planet. So we need to start thinking bigger, like getting a permanent base. You know, during the Bush years, Bush wasn't, okay, so during the Bush years, he wasn't the greatest president, but oh, great, here we go. Where is it, dude? He wasn't the greatest. He's actually a pretty stupid president in terms of general practices and agendas and blah, 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 blah. But he was the only one in the last, I don't know, I think it was since Reagan, that put money into NASA and started developing a space program or rocket ship other than the aging shuttle fleet, right? So just think of that. Like, the shuttle's so old, right? It was taking people up, and you know, the horrible accidents that happened and all that stuff. He was the only one that actually went ahead and started developing I think it was the Ares rocket. That was a general purpose heavy lift. I might be confused with another one, but there was two. There started with the C, the other one, and the Ares rocket. Do I have any more glass? Nope. I don't have any more. This is what sucks about working in survival. You don't have any resources at your fingertips. I have to extend this out a bit. This one. I hear you. Don't worry. I hear you. So yeah, that's my view on that. That just really stinks, guys. I mean, a lot of people might not agree with me, and some people are like, well, space sucks, so whatever. You don't need to have space flight. We need to feed the children. There's people like that. But I that's fine. You're able to have your opinion, and so am I. So, boom, boom, boom. yeah, that news obviously upset me, and then you know, I keep reading that and just hearing people's comments. It's like, I guess the general Joe six pack, or you know, the average citizen doesn't really care about NASA anymore or the program. I have my potatoes. There's an interesting image that goes out, I think, every budget for the states, or every yearly budget, and it just shows how much like they've killed the funding for NASA, and it sucks. I mean, you can see it. There's like trillions and trillions of dollars being pumped into military equipment and the Army and the Navy and the Air Force, and then you have like this 0 or 1% into NASA, and the overall picture is so grim. And you're surprised these people are able to land, you know, van-sized rovers on Mars with the little money they get from their federal government. It just kind of stinks. I wish I was in the 60s. That space race, to live through that, like nobody knows it anymore. Like kids today, they could care less about the space race. Like no one gets excited. There's a few of us that still get excited. They're like, they're just hardcore nerds, but the general public, they don't care about space. They think it's just a frivolous waste of money to shoot people into the black abyss. And you know what? I mean, opinion is opinion, but if you want to just sit on this rock and eventually just run out of all resources and stuff like that, then you know what? Go ahead. I'd prefer, you know, being out in the stars, having that potential of, you know, running into other planets with life and stuff like that. So I really could care less about staying in one place. There's actually, I think I heard it on the news, they're putting a team of people together. I was about to say humans. Of humans together. We're going to test them. Of course it's humans. And they're going to live, or I believe they're going to try to send them to Mars. Obviously, it wouldn't be a round trip. It'd be a one-way. So it'd be a one-way flight to Mars. And they would just live there, and they would start a colony. Not a huge colony, but they would start living out in space. And then what would happen is, here on Earth, we would always obviously just fly them whatever they would need at the time. So, you know, plants or water, and oh gosh. I wasn't even gonna try. I was like, oh, this is happening. I'm not even gonna try to save myself. But yeah, it's they'd be flying to resources and stuff like that, and just essential living necessity things, and that seemed really cool. That just seems really cool. I think, you know what? If I was just some dude, single dude, and really didn't, you know, I was just so into space, which I am. I'm into space. But if I was just, you know, a scientist or a geologist and didn't have plans to one day start a family, I would actually sign up for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be pretty freaking awesome to be the first humans on another planet living there for the very first time. And I think it'd be interesting. I know that there's psychological issues with that, though. There's you know, being alone, so far away, and then seeing the same people over and over. You might end up hating each other. There's potential for people to go kind of bat crazy. I was going to say another word. And that's the potential, because, you know, we have psychological needs, social needs as a species. But I would still do it. I'd still do it. I don't think anybody could talk me out of it. Whoa, we're gonna... Yeah, that's okay. We should get feather falling boots. It would probably be for the best. For the best. So they're gonna play... I think they said they're planning this by... I want to say 2017. I want to say. Don't quote me on that one, because that was just on the news. I overheard it, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting. Where do I sign up? Where do I sign up? Sorry, fiance. I'm heading to Mars. I'm heading to Mars. And I'm not coming back. Obviously, they're going to have, like, internet and stuff like that. It wouldn't be the fastest. But they're going to have that via satellites and stuff like that. Because even on the ISS, they have internet access. They get to Skype with their families and or chat. I don't know what service they use. It's not like I'm a diehard Skype user, so. So it would be interesting. It'd be if you guys think it would be interesting. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think humanity should be? Oh, that's another even bigger question. Do you even think we're ready? I mean, at the stage we are as a society, as a people, do you think we are ready to even, or should we even be allowed to potentially colonize another planet? Because without realizing what we're doing to this one, and there's still a lot of people who are like, nah, global warming, what's that? Ain't happening. Or climate change. Well, I don't know what they're calling it these days. Whatever the correct scientific terminology is. The heating of our atmosphere, or heating of the planet. There's still people that don't agree with it and are like, no, it's not happening. It's natural. And we've basically, or getting close to peaking out on resources and stuff like that, and we keep destroying environments with huge skyscrapers and plowing out giant marshlands to build these beautiful $1 million homes for, J-Lo and her boy of the week. So I don't know how I feel about that even yet. Well, I think it'd be awesome. I don't know as if we humans as today are even ready for it. And I think Carl Sagan said it best: is the people who fly the stars or fly to the stars won't be us. It'll be a very different type of human. Because right now we're so bent up on, like, freaking, we can't even get along on the internet yet. Like, people are judging people. People are getting up in others' faces and, cyberbullying. Like, just nonsense bullcrap. And it's stupid. It's really stupid. And we can't even get to that point. And it's, you know what? This is a topic I'm passionate about. This is just, I think we can do great things, but it's hard. Like, I think we're kind of at that peak where we've got to decide what as a people, as a race, like, we need to do as a species. Like, do we continue on the stupid path that we're on, killing each other over artificial line borders that were created, hundreds of years ago? Or just, do we start working together? I think the invention of money for humans was the worst thing that could have happened. Yeah, and I get it. Yes, money's great, but if you think about it, everything that war has been over, everything other than some of them, but fighting between people is resource heavy. Is I need this, I need that. It's just very materialistic. It's just, I'm not even a Star Trek fan, guys, but they had it right. We need to get rid of money. Like, get rid of it. Totally get rid of it. What would happen? We get rid of money. The same monetization system has been around since the Romans. Like, it's this almost the exact same process. It's changed materials and, denominations and people and hands and stuff like that. But other than that, it's pretty similar, right? Like, think about it. It's like, it's not that different. Put it here, it'll be easier. If we could just work together, that's all I want. Man, knowing that, governments are spending more on fighting each other than, you know, progressing us, is sad to me. It's sad to me. It gets me down. I'm like, oh, great. Okay. So when I hit 40, we'll still be at the same freaking process. It'll be, you know, the Russians flying the Americans out to space because their president doesn't want to spend a little bit of money on space system or space program or rocket lifting system. I need to start turning this. I think the best bet would be maybe go out one more and then reach out. That's my rant. That's my rant for the day. And I hope you guys, let me know what you guys think about everything that I just said. Replay the video a couple times. Hit that like button. It's, I know, it's interesting to me. I find that whole topic of why we do it and why we're not doing it just fascinating. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you. Take you out. Can I reach that one? No. Go here, 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 and there. It is, I guess I'll talk about this. It's my birthday. It's my birthday, or had been my birthday on the long weekend, guys. I am now a year older, which sucks. I am now almost 30 years old, and that's kind of scary. That's freaking scary. My man, 30 years old. What am I doing with my life? Right? Like, right? 30 freaking years old. So that happened over the weekend. You know, long weekend for us Canadians here, celebrating. I think it's Victoria Day. Yeah, it's Victoria Day today, or was Victoria Day. I'm not sure when this goes up. Actually, you know what? When this goes up, it is Victoria Day. So I am right. So don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, please. Okay, so how am I gonna fit this in? We'll do it. I can do it like, because I don't want the bracket in the. I want it outside of the glass, so I think I have to do this. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I have to bring it outside of the glass because I don't want it. I don't want it in, and then I know that it's gonna look a little weird at first. But guys, trust me on this. Just have faith. Gotta have faith in Brhysh. I've been singing a lot lately. I think you guys have started something. And I got this song stuck in my head. I'm on top of the world. I'm gonna pop it in the description. It's just you know what? It's just a good song. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't like it, too bad. I like it. And it's not something I would normally listen to. It's just an upbeat song. It just makes me feel good. It makes me pumped. It makes me pumped. It has my blood flowing. Why did I just go Jamaican? My blood be flowing, man. It'd be perfect. What you talking about? And of course, it keeps going. Do 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 do. Hey. I don't want to keep singing because I don't know. Still to this day, I don't know how far YouTube's copyright stuff goes. Even being a YouTuber, I don't know if I can sing portions of it. I guess it would be a cover, right? It'd be considered a cover, so I'd be able to sing it. Who knows? Who knows, guys? But we are very, very close to getting that Brhysh LP server going. I wanted to mention that. I know the Patreon stuff is not supposed to be in a regular episode, but we're very close. I mean, definitely go check it out. There are perks. The perks are up, and it's just a place. It's a you know, if you were to rent a server to play on, it'd be a lot more expensive. But I'm going to see if Beast Node can hook us up with a really good deal and a really awesome server with, you know, next to no server issues. Which, guys, you know what? If you're looking for a server, even if you're not you just want to play with your friends, I would highly suggest Beast Node. We use it for Codex. I use it for the Team UCAN stuff, and there has been absolutely. What did I do here? Oh man, I've done screwed something up. I've done screwed it up. That's not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. Hey, you're not supposed to be there. Hey, you're there and you're like that. That's perfect. Okay, now I put glass in there eventually. Yeah, check them out. Check them out. They do. They have great services. The technical support, guys, awesome, top notch. And I work retail. I know what bad service looks like. It's fantastic. The minute you guys have an issue, you put a ticket in, and literally probably a couple hours afterwards, they're dealing with it. They've got it solved. I like it. I like that. I love that. And then what I'm gonna have inside is obviously all this natural trees and can't do water, but you know, the blue stuff. But I'll try to maybe even do like a sky or some clouds up top. And I think that looks super freaking amazing. I do. This is gonna be one of the bigger builds. Ooh. There's a gas. Let's kill him and sign out, guys. If you liked the episode, please leave a like. If you liked it that much, subscribe. And as always, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'll see you next time on the CodexMC server. And I haven't said bye yet, so let me kill this guy. You're going to die, Mr. Ghast. Or I'm going to die. I fall in lava. Whoa. Fool! You can't hit the Muffin Man. Dead. Alright, guys. I'll see you next time on the Codex server. Bye-bye.